Holy rusted metal, Batman. Hello, welcome to Game Rating Review. My name is Jean-Marc Lejean, and today I'll be talking about the Batman Telltale games. That's right, I am very, very excited about them. End of the YouTube video. I'm just kidding. I have a history with Batman. Of course, as many young kids in the 90s, my Batman love came from the Batman the Animated Series. I loved this cartoon mainly because it played alongside the Animaniacs, but it was such a good, dark, interesting, never before seen anime children's animated show. They had a lot of adult themes, and I felt like sometimes I was watching a primetime show while watching it because some of the themes were so dark and deep and interesting. And so were the characters. It was well written. The score for every single episode was done by an orchestra. It was great. I love this show. The animated series brought us Harley Quinn, which is the best thing ever. And a lot of people thought she was straight out of the comic books, but no, that animated show made the original character of Harley Quinn, which is the best thing that I think had done, because she's a really interesting, unique character. The reason I liked Harley Quinn in the animated series is she was the only person who could talk or be on the same level as the Joker. No one else has. Maybe other villains, but even then, you kind of felt the superiority of Joker around them. But Harley Quinn's one of the only people to kind of, even though he was kind of abusive to her, she was kind of the only person who could break down the Joker. And they kind of tried to show that in Suicide Squad, but they would definitely need a dedicated Harley Quinn Joker movie. But anyway, I digress. Another thing I liked about the Arkham Asylum games is that they've held homage to the old Batman cartoon. The Batman animated series really pushed that narrative forward. Some people see those games as a sequel to the Batman cartoon. And you can even choose skins from the cartoon, which is awesome. Anyway, I am excited. I have not, in all fairness, played the Batman Telltale games. I've heard very, very mixed things, and I wasn't sure about it. And right now, I actually beat the BioShock trilogy, and I moved on to playing Tales from Borderlands, the Telltale game, which is amazing. It is so good. I suggest you all play it. It's one of my favorite Telltale games, but I'm also playing Walking Dead Season 3 simultaneously. Like I play one and then the other. I'm kind of burning through Borderlands right now, so I'm going to try to beat that first and then go to The Walking Dead Season 3. But anyway, so that's my Telltale experience. No, I haven't played The Wolf Among Us, but I love Fable. I've read Fable. I can't wait. But Batman's going to come first because they showed the new season of Batman the Enemy Within, and it's called Enigma. Now, I could be imagining things or making things up, but Enigma is probably referring to Edward E. Nygma, a.k.a. the Riddler. Yeah, I like the Riddler. I like the idea of the Riddler, and I've seen people come close to what my genuine, true idea of what the Riddler is, or what I've seen from the cartoon and what Jim Carrey did, and you know, just there's so many iterations of the Riddler, and in the Arkham Asylum games, he's just like mini game monster. Oh no, it's Riddler. I gotta do another little mini game puzzle. Great. And he poses something very interesting, that he could challenge Batman with his brain. People say that that's what the Joker is there for, but the Joker is there to show Batman the other side of the coin. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about Two-Face, and yeah, I probably should have not used that term because it might confuse it with Two-Face, who has a two-sided coin. It doesn't matter. What matters is that the Joker's there to show the other side, what Batman could become if he just went crazy. And Two-Face is there to show duality of man. Clayface is there to show you, like, how much life sucks, I guess, because his life just sucks. Yeah, but we've only ever seen him in the animated series. Edward E. Nygma is one of the most fascinating characters in the Batman series, but no one has really used him correctly in my mind. They're like, oh, he's crazy and he uses riddles, but I think that if you host up the Riddler as one of the smartest characters. Not just, I'm crazy and I'm going to use riddles. Just riddles are crazy and they're going to be easy enough the kid can understand, but hard enough to where it takes Batman a minute to kind of think about it. But I think if you bolstered him as very smart and very malicious, which sometimes they have, but sometimes he just comes off ridiculous, he has the potential to be a great character. And what I'm looking forward to in the Telltale games is having Batman be a detective. In Batman the Animated Series, he had one of my favorite nicknames in any Batman iterations. I like it better than the Dark Knight. It's Ra's al Ghul in the Animated Series called him Detective. He didn't call him Batman, he didn't call him Bruce, he called him Detective. And I love that. And ever since hearing that as a kid and watching all the movies that I've watched, they've been pure action movies, or like even the Nolan stuff was just like I'm Batman and I'm figuring some stuff out, but action, punch things. The new Batman is I'm old and I'm punching things. So what I want from not only video games but from movies is a Batman detective series. Where's my Batman detective series? I've been wanting that forever. And maybe people think it'll be too boring or weird. Like, no, we don't like Batman because he's smart and he can figure out crime scenes. We like Batman because he punches people and he's scary. Which, yes, there's some validity to Batman being scary and punching people. And we were like, well, he's too good of a detective because he just figures stuff out. But I feel like that trope's been used way too much in movies and cartoons, in Lego movies. It's like, okay, he's so smart, he doesn't need to skip the detecting part, and just like House, he's just gonna automatically know what's going on. Seeing Batman trying to figure out a problem, it not being completely obvious to the audience, him trying to figure it out, and then him figuring it out before the audience, and then there's a big reveal at the end, and then he does the Scooby-Doo thing where he goes through all the clues and brings them to a central thing of Edward Enigma, you think you're smart but you're not because do. It would have been great. But alas, no, we just get Batman punching things over and over and over again. And I can't complain. I mean, I like The Dark Knight and other Batman films, but I just want to see him be a detective for once. In this game, this series, Batman Enemy Within could finally, hopefully bring that to me. Even though some people argue that Telltale games, you're just sitting and just whatever. You don't even have to touch the controller, actually. A Telltale game, you don't have to touch the controller. Well, maybe sometimes because you might die, but you can just sit there and watch it play out. A lot of the times, and not pick any response, and then the game will still be going forward, which is true. But hopefully that they do this right, hopefully they do this well, and hopefully it's as good as I want it to be. Thank you for watching Game Rating Review. My name is Jean-Marc Lejean. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you like what you see, and remember that that's my opinion on the new Batman Telltale game.